Hi there, my name is Anthony Espinoza. I'm an insurance claims coordinator with Arizona Roofers, here to conduct a repair test for Violeta Olivarria with her Safeco claim. I've marked off a spot here if you want to come look at this real quick. We're doing a repair test on the back slope on one of the shingles that was given for repairs. So this is the damaged shingle you can see with the creasing, and I've marked it as such. So in order to do a proper repair, I'm going to have to loosen the top two courses, re-nail them after I remove this one and replace it with this shingle here, which is what is available in a 3-tab still. One thing I did want to show prior to getting started, this shingle that's currently on the roof is a 36-inch shingle. You can see here, actually just under 36. It's 35 and 3/4. And the one that we are using, this is the only shingle that's available that's currently produced in a 3-tab, is a 39-inch shingle. This is a metric versus an English. This shingle is discontinued, no longer made, and we cannot use, per manufacturer's installation specifications, a shingle of different dimensions and size to do a repair. So just because of that, this should already be a failed repair test. I'm going to continue to conduct it for the sake of the claim, but just that part right there. I'll send some documentation that states that, about how dimensions have to match for repairs, as well as exposure. You'll see that this exposure is greater than the exposure of the current shingle installed. So with that, we will begin. All right, so the first thing I have to do is loosen all these and remove some current nails that are installed. And I try to do this as gently as possible. I use a very slender pry bar, as you can see. I'm going to try to make this as smooth and easy as possible. That portion is loosened. Since this one is in the way, this is a separate shingle, the starting of one. You do have to loosen this as well. As you can see, the seals on all of these shingles above and surrounding have to be broken to be able to get to the shingle that is being replaced. All right. Now this shingle should come out fairly easily. Go. Okay, so these currently have staples installed. Back when this roof was installed, staples were still considered a proper material to be used, but moving forward, we're going to install it with the 1 1/4-inch nail, and so that's what will be replaced. So for now, we'll set these staples to the side. And now I have to remove any other staples that are currently blocking the new shingle from being installed. So material is stuck. A piece of that shingle. been removed. So now, as I stated earlier, the shingle is of a different dimension and size. You want to come right here. You can see that was a 35 3/4. This is a 39. Just placing it against here, it overlaps this shingle. I'm going to have to manipulate and cut this in order for it to fit. Again, this is something that would automatically be a failed repair, as you are not to manipulate a field shingle to make it fit the proper dimensions. This already disrupts the integrity of this shingle and is not bringing the homeowner back to pre-loss condition, making them whole. You can see I had to remove that piece to make the shingle fit. And now it has been installed to where it's supposed to be. But as I was explaining right here, you can see the exposure is greater than the existing shingle. And also, just to show again, you can see it here, the difference. They are lined up together. Look at that. That's about a little over an inch difference in the exposure. And when I actually install it, once it stops movement, it's a little shorter than that inch, but it still is greater than what is currently installed. Not only that, you'll see that the sealant line is a little different. We try to match those up, but the nail line is higher on these as well. So now I will begin to install the nails back on the shingles above. Start this one. Try not to bend the nail, or the shingle, I mean. And when installing the shingles now, normal installation requires a minimum of 4 nails. For true wind protection, we do 6 per shingle, 1 on each corner and 2 right here at the seams, which is called snake bites, about an inch apart from each other. See, there's granule loss occurring. I have a document from GAF, shingle manufacturer, that we install, that goes over that granule loss is not strictly cosmetic. It does affect the integrity of the shingle and the lifespan of the shingle. So conducting a repair causing granule loss is affecting the shingle. That was my fault. Apologize. First set of snake bites, now the second. need to be resealed as well. You can see this came loose. Now I can begin to install the new one. This one is proving difficult. Go. You see there's some creasing that occurred here that is not present prior. And that has to do with installing it with a shingle that is not the proper dimensions, because I do have to lift it a little higher to get to the nailing line. So we did have new creasing on this shingle. But one thing here, as I was nailing it, this completely tore. And part of that is that there were pre-existing holes from the staples. And when the new nail, I used the new hole for the new nail, but it caused damage splitting the shingle. So this shingle is not entirely secure anymore. So this is a failed test. We have new damage here, and new damage here. Again. So this is a failed. Okay. Thank you.